Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I'm your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Fund, the prop firm, Trend Genius, and I am tired. I am beat up, been working out, getting these double workouts in, getting myself back strong, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm tired, but it's all good. I ain't tired, sleepy tired, I'm just, body tired. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Good morning, man. How's everybody doing? T. Pruitt, good morning. My nail girl, good morning. Moodinator, good morning. C. Dub, good morning. Yo, yo, yo. Corbs, good morning. Kaz, Grand Risings. Kel Pop-Tarts in the toaster. Yeah, man. Yeah. Lynn Foley, good morning, good morning, good morning. Aqua Grand Rising, V Brewer, good morning, good morning, good morning. Driving to my appointment. That's right. You got that DOT thing today, I think, right? I think that's what I think you had mentioned that. Todd, good morning. Pivot Point, good morning. Britt, good morning. Jerry Jack, aka Mr. Payout in the building. Good morning. Mike, good morning. Z Rider, welcome. Morning. Heard you work up on the better side of the bed. I always work up on the good side of the bed every day. Stephen Brown, good morning. Regina, good morning. Trent, you getting ready for a celeb boxing match? You got a Ray J coming up? Nah, not at all, man. Just getting that. I haven't been working out. I had them foot surgeries. So being that I had them foot surgeries, I actually haven't worked out. I haven't really moved my body the way I'm normally used to doing for the past, it's been 7 months. And this week started it. So yeah. So I'm back getting my muscle building in, getting my cardio in, walking my 3.5 miles, 6 days a week. So yeah, my body, is trying to adjust. But yeah, he said you're getting that Ray J in. That's what's up. User IH, good morning. That's right. Thank you, Moodinate. I'm going to leave it to y'all. Grand Risings, Makita, let it cook. Morning, boss man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Welcome. Let's see here. We are, congrats, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's what I come from. 3-sport athlete. You know what I mean? So I'm just, getting everything back rocking. I got my feet up under me, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just trying to get it all back. Just, how it is. I ain't did none in 7 months, so my body is pretty weak. So it's adjusting to everything, but it's all good. Mr. Sykes, good morning. Ibram, good morning. But yeah, thanks, C-Dub. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm back though. I'm back. Edom, good morning. I am definitely back, man. I've been getting it in. I did a crazy little shalom, my brother. Shalom. I did a crazy little stretch little workout this morning too. It's crazy. Like 45 minutes of just stretching exercise. This little stretching routine that I used to do when I was, working out and stuff like that on a regular, but it felt good. My body's just, it's just adjusting. It's going to take probably a good week or two for it to get back. But yeah, man, how is everybody doing in the stream? One word me. How are y'all feeling? Let me know. Edgar Martinez, good morning. Man, I remember starting my journey, couldn't do 5 push-ups. Yeah. You know what the funny thing is? Yeah, got to keep pushing. Absolutely. Yeah, because I did muscle building yesterday, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, body weight squats, right? Honestly, 5 was like my number on everything. Before I was cranking out, I don't know how many circuits I would do. I was doing 10 circuits of push-ups, pull-ups, dips, body weight squats, and I was doing, 10 reps. So when I got done, I would have about 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, 100 dips, and I was doing 25 bodyweight squats. So I would have 250 of those. That was pretty much 3 times a week. That's how I was getting it. But yeah, definitely. All right. Okay, so what we got? T. Pruitt said bless. Makita said bless. User IH said bless. Didi, good morning. Welcome. Yeah, see, for real. I like that. Britt said confident. Woodenay said doing good. My nail girl said dedicated. T. Wiley said I'm good. That's what's up. Jerry Jack said great. Q said grand risings. Good morning, sis. I saw your I saw your exercise post this morning. That's what's up. Getting that cardio in. That's what's up. Keep going. Don't stop. Edgar Martinez, grateful. Regina Beck, bless. Khalid, good evening. Lynn Foley. Q said, little sleepy. Mike said, good feelings. That's what's up. Corb said, rested. The good thing is I've been getting good rest. I've been getting in bed at 8:30. My body's been waking up about 3:20, 3:30. So I'm waking up the rooster. So as far as my timing, I'm back on my timing, which is pretty cool. I'm definitely back on my timing, back on my routine, sleep and all of that stuff. So that's good. Alfie, hey yo, health is wealth. Absolutely, let it cook. Super Spaceman, good morning. Olin said ready to go. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Yeah, that is Alfie. Alfie that abandoned the crypto. He abandoned the crypto chat. All right, now he didn't abandon it. We handcuffed him over here, sis. We handcuffed him over here in futures. We told him he can't go back to crypto. No, of course we just kidding. But yeah. So let's go ahead on and everybody. We got our V. Brewer said fortunate. Absolutely. That is very, very true. Every day that is definitely what we want to be feeling. We definitely want to be feeling fortunate. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad seems like everybody's in good spirits today. And that's good. That's what we want. Alfie. That's hilarious. But yeah, so let's go ahead on and accidentally remove my kill zone indicator. What are the hours for Tokyo, London to determine daily bias? For Asia, it's for me it's 5 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern time is 8 to, let me see here. It's 5 to 9 and 11 to 2. So that would be 8 to 12 for Eastern. 8 to 12 for Tokyo. And that would be 2 to 5 for 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, it'd be 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. for London. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead on and since we got definitely good morning, Miss TNR3. So we audited our feelings. We make sure we got all that intact. We understand where we are, how we're feeling, what our emotions are like this morning. Let's go ahead on and jump to news. All right, y'all remember we don't have really nothing today. It's all yellow folder, which is good. Even in the even in the other markets, it's in our overnight session markets, it's all yellow folder. So that'll be pretty cool. Only thing we have going on tomorrow is red folder will be 5:30, and that'll be tomorrow, Wednesday morning. We'll handle that when that comes. So we'll jump off of that. We'll get to the charts. Let's do our daily bias for today. I am on the 5-minute time frame. And let's go ahead and mark that out. We are marking out for Asia session, we're marking out 5 to 9, and this is on Eastern time. So adjust your time accordingly, depending on what time zone you're in. And that'll be 11 to 2. 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. All right, and what are we doing? We are seeing if Asia took out, if London took out Asia highs and or Asia lows. All right, so just by looking at this, we can already see this was the high of Asia. Well, actually, this was the highest point of Asia right here during this session, and this was the lowest point of Asia. Well, highest point of London would have to be this candle here. Let me open my screen up a little bit. Would have to be this candle here. And lowest point of London, we would have to definitely say would be here. So with that stated, we can see that London did take out Asia highs, but it did not take out Asia lows. So with that stated, we look for the market to be bearish. Now, we're not married to this bias. It's just a little cheat code. Now, when I say a cheat code, just something, it's like a gauging point. It doesn't mean that the market is going to be buying because the market's going to do what it wants to do. But it's a way for us. It's a way for us to gauge, have at least some idea, excuse me, of what we think the market may do. Let me back this up some. All right. All right, cool. All right. And with that stated, price was very, very bearish. Excuse me, very, very bullish last night. We definitely took this trade last night in our members only session and hit stop loss once. There was definitely a reentry. Then it hit stop loss a second time. Actually never came back for the second reentry. And it's just been bullish all night. Created a crazy little parallel channel here. So we'll see what the market gives us. We have about 2 minutes before market open. And yeah, let's see. Let's see. Miss Empress, where you been? We've been looking for you. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Heaven, enjoy life. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for tapping in with us. All right, y'all. So let's see here. We have, well, we got a little bit of time. We got about a minute and 30, about a minute and 30. Twyla, what's up, Twyla? Thanks for tapping in. Good to see you. I know you've been not really on a hiatus, but I know you've been taking it slow right now. Definitely understood. But yeah, let's see what we get. All right, let's see what we get. All right, Lazy called out a short. He called out a short on the 5 minute. Got it. Anthony Brown, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. All right, y'all. Let's see what this market is going to give us today. We had a decent day yesterday. I think pretty much everybody in here ate, which is cool. We all got some bread yesterday. So that's a good thing, right? Pretty darn good thing. I think I'm gonna jump in with Lazy on this short that he called out on my other accounts. I'm gonna jump in with him today. I'm actually gonna take it. I'm gonna take a live trade with him today.
Order submitted.
Let's see what we get. But it might be invalidated. So the market just opened. Let's see what we get. Right off the top, our daily level was touched. So that means DS is invalidated for today. Let me go ahead on and put that out in the chat. At everyone, DS invalid. Just that quick. All right, so let me get to the 1 minute on here. All right, cool. All right, let's see what we get. Come on, indicators, pop in, pop in, pop in. There we go. All right, all right, all right. What we got? What we got? Bagri got me. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Barbosa the Great, que más? Absolutely. Or I should say, que tal? Natalie, good morning, good morning. Lund, good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. That's what's up. Thanks for tapping back in. Still working on my heart, not dropping during trades. That's cool. Bodovan. There you go. Bodovan. Every day I look for you, bro. I look for you every day. I look for you every day. Look for you every day, bro. That's what's up. Glad you're here. Glad everything is, hopefully everything is going good for you and your family, man. But yes. So let's see here. Let me check the 15-minute chart. Well, So let me say this. Being that this 615 candle is bullish and this 630 candle is bearish, this, of course, y'all know this would need to close bullish in order for us to be able to get a 15-minute banger today. So, hey, we just gonna, hey, it might be a possibility where we may not even be able to take a setup today. Y'all know how it goes, right? We just sit, the position is we just sit on our hands and we just go from there. So, I don't know. I don't like taking, let's see here. Let me see something here. There is a lot of buy side liquidity though. That we do know, right? Because we do know last night we know what? There's a lot of buyers that stepped into the market, right? A lot of buyers stepped into the market. We know that. So we know there's a lot of, sell side liquidity. I didn't mean to say buy side. There's a lot of sell side liquidity. So let's just keep that in mind. So we could get some bearish movement because y'all know NQ loves to go and pick up liquidity before it continues on. So let's just see what we get. That's what's up. They move you right to live. Yeah, because you've been on live. Because you already made it to live, Mr. Payouts. So yeah. Hella bands. Yo, story snap. Hello. Welcome. Everyone new to the stream, go ahead and please subscribe. Let's get the likes up, and I'll take care of the rest. That's all I ask. Likes don't cost you nothing. It's free click. So just do that for me. And like I said, I'll take care of the rest. All right. So just looking. There's no news, unfortunately, right? So don't really know how volume is going to be. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. We will see what we get. You know what? Get to the 5 minute. You know what? I think I missed it. I missed the entry. Darn it. I was thinking about taking on both of my accounts, but you know what? I'm just going to take it here and be proactive. And that will be a buy stop. I'm in on Lazy's trade on my other accounts. I'm taking it on micros. I only went 6 micros. And I'm going to trim my position probably around here. Yeah, let's see here. I'm going to trim my position here. And let's see, that'll be a buy limit. And I'm going to trim 5 of those contracts and leave 1 runner. All right, so let's see what we get. What we got? The beauty in that, though, is I won't need a threshold to withdraw my profits. I can take it. Yeah, that's the truth. That is definitely that is definitely the how would I say? That is definitely the plus to the live accounts. For real. One and done for a lazy short. That's what's up. Got tapped in the shorts. Want to give 100 likes, but only allows one. I appreciate you, TG. It's all good. Just took a quick TP. There you go. Just had a Wi-Fi issue and missed both my trade. That's crazy. It's all good. Where are you trimming? I am trimming right here at this. I'm trimming right here at this. What is this? This is 29,615.25, and my stop loss is right here at what's this? The high of this candle is 29,748. Entry is 29,651. Yeah, 29,651. So I went in on micros. I went easy on my other account. So we'll see what we get. Yeah, Corbs, dealing with all that, right, brother? I'm still on hold 10 toe. Hit TP done for the day. That's what's up. 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 That's good stuff, y'all. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Everybody who got a little quick one in, right? That's dope. I'm still in. And as I stated, I'm trimming right here. Basically, what am I trimming? 5 contracts. I went in on 6, trimming. I'm gonna trim 5 contracts here at this previous swing low, and then I'm gonna let the runner run. I'll move my when and if that happens, I will move my my stop loss into just below my entry, and then I'll just let the one runner run. And at some point, I'll just rock with it. If I feel like it's going to be reversing, if I'm starting to see higher highs and higher lows, then I'll probably go ahead and just, at that point, I'll go ahead. If I see like a break of structure, then I'll go ahead and just exit my my runner. But other than that, that's it. Don't look like I don't know. Let me check 15-minute time frame. Uh-oh, it's trying to flip on us. It's trying to flip. We have like 7 minutes left in this candle. So we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. All right, cool. All right. Well, we're gonna let that cook. Y'all know how I don't like looking at my trades. We're gonna let that cook. We're in it. We got 82 viewers, 45 likes. Let's get the likes up, please. And let's go ahead and move to question of the day. So let's get that mental muscle rocking. We don't want it to flip when we in sales. Nah, we don't want that to happen. That's for sure. That's for sure, Britt. We definitely don't want that to happen. All right, cool. So, question of the day today is, I don't have it available. Let's see here. I got it though. Let me pull it up. All right, right here. I'm gonna ask y'all, what's the difference? What's the difference between NQ and MNQ? Remember, I told you we've been doing psychology. So I was saying we're gonna start talking about process, right? So we're gonna be focusing on process. A lot of this week will be a lot of process-driven questions, process-driven tips of the day. All right. So let's do this. Let me go ahead on and get this together. But I'm asking y'all, what is the difference between NQ and MNQ? What is the difference between NQ and MNQ? I think a lot of y'all know that, but like I said, we're doing process-driven stuff today between NQ and MNQ. What's the difference? I'm sure a lot of y'all know that. So, all right, there it is. What's the difference between NQ and MNQ? I'm sure a lot of y'all know that. What's the difference? Micro versus mini. Got you. Just made 1K. I'm off for the day. Have a good day, guys. That's what's up. Micro, 1/10 of a mini, and is better for risk management. Good morning, all. Morbid Drifter. What's up? What's up? Good luck trading. What's up? MQ is 1/10 the value of NQ. So you can have more granular control of risk management. Absolutely. Tick value. What's up, Nix? Absolutely. Absolutely. Micro is 100, mini 1,000. That is correct. All of those are great answers. Where we got tick value. All right, so let me ask y'all, what is a point on NQ worth? What is 1 point on NQ worth? Absolutely. NQ has a bigger tick value than MNQ. That's what's up, Nix. Absolutely. NQ is not for a beginner. True that. Micro is 1/10 of a mini. Laser focused mind. You are correct. Soak, what's good, my guy? Had a scare this morning. Accidentally hit sell when was trying to select an indicator. and save my list. Had the mini heart attack, hit 250 in the end, but damn, yeah. So what is the tick value for, what is, not tick value, what is, what is 1 point on NQ worth? That was the question. What is 1 point on NQ worth? What is 1 point on NQ worth? Joseph Royal, fail. Joseph Royal, fail. Even though I know you're messing with me. But yes, if anyone put $20, anybody put $20, that is correct. What is the tick value of NQ? What is one tick value? Todd threw both answers in there. That's what's up, Moodinator. Got it right. Nick's got it right. That's correct. Bottoman, correct. Laser Focus Mind, correct. Soak, I think you're playing. Oh, I think he meant to put, maybe you meant to put 20 and 5, I'm assuming. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm doing these simple ones. I'm like, I had been thinking about this. I was like, you know what? We need to take it simple and do some different things. Lynn Foley too. That would be for MNQ. We're talking about NQ. What is a tick value for NQ? The first question was, what was a 1 point worth in NQ? And everyone put 20. 20 is correct. Now, what is the tick value for NQ? Meaning, what is one tick worth? For those of y'all that put 5, that is correct. Chris Strain, that's correct. Joseph Royal, failed again. Bottoman, correct. Laser Focus Minded, correct. Moodinator, correct. Joseph Royal, wow. All right. Now, what is 1 point of MNQ worth? What is 1 point of MNQ worth? Real simple. Real simple. What is 1 point of MNQ worth? Meaning micros. Got stopped out? Yes, we did. Yes. We did get stopped out on that. What is 1 point of MNQ worth? One point, not one tick. What is 1 point of MNQ worth? 1 point. There's 4 ticks in 1 point. Everybody that put $2 is correct. Laser Focus Mind, correct. Bottoman, correct. Nick's correct. Chris Strain, correct. Moodinator, correct. I think Moon, I think you was putting 2 and 50. I think that's what you was doing. That's correct, Lynn. $2. What is one tick value of MNQ worth? One tick value. Think about it. 4 ticks in 1 point. If 1 point is $2, what is one tick worth? What is one tick worth on MNQ? 1 tick on MNQ. This boy put 50% Aussie. He said, ask about silver. I got that one down. I'm sitting in this waiting room cracking up at, right? This boy, wow. I'm just about to ignore him. 50 cents, that's correct. Laser Focus Mind. Bottoman, correct. Corpse, correct. Chris Strain, correct. 50 cents, right? 50 cents. 4 ticks, 1 point, 50, $1, $1.50, $2, right? That makes up 1 point of MNQ. All right. So y'all know MNQ, Yui, 8. I'm not sure what 8 is, but the question was, what is one tick value worth on micros and Q? So MNQ, and that would be 50 cents. All right. So let's run through that. Everybody should know this, right? This things that we should have ingrained in our brain. I know it's like simple stuff for a lot of us, but I wanted to, I wanted to start tapping into process, right? Because sometimes there's a lot, I know a lot of us know this, but there's a lot of us that don't know this, right? All right, so let's run it back. NQ. NQ's 1 point of NQ is worth $20. one tick value of NQ is worth $5. Thank you, my guy. Thank you, Morbid Drifter. 1 point of micro NQ, MNQ, is worth $2. One tick value of micros are 50 cents. Real simple. All right. Now, we know pretty much the same price action, right? Price action is pretty much similar. Not the same, because we can go back and because we know when we go look at, we can take individual candles and check those individual candles today. Nah, both of my trades. Well, one of my trades are invalidated. I took Lazy's trade, Nick's, and it went against us. So we paid business expenses on his trade. The DS is invalidated, and right now the only thing that could be cooking will possibly be the 15-minute banger. But with that stated, on the 15-minute banger, we need a candle close on the 5-minute right here. We need this candle to close and draw down. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So if this candle does not close and draw down, I do not place my entry. So if that doesn't happen, then I'll be sitting on my hands today. And as far as my two strategies, but as far as with Lazy strategy, we paid a business expense on that one. Went against us. All right, so let's get back to going over our NQ, MNQ. Like I said, we're going to be dealing with process pretty much. Yeah, no trade today on my two strategies, but like I said, I took Lazy and it went against us. All good, no harm, no foul. All right, so NQ, pretty much the same price action, right? Meaning they go in the same direction, right? So same price action. Now, same price action, same chart. The only difference is the risk, right? The amount, because as y'all stated, and as we all know, micros are 1/10 of a mini, right? So with that stated, can I confirm about the contract switch this month? It usually switches around the 15th, 17th. So we're almost there. And also too, we'll get a, yeah, yes, it did, Marvin. Bottom, and we'll get a confirmation. We'll get a confirmation. Excuse me. We'll get a notification letting us know that that it's time to roll over our contracts. But it usually happens around the 17th of the month. It'll probably be sometime next week, not this week. So we're good. 5-0. We last night on the 5-0, we got out at most of us took base hits, but the 5-0 did hit stop loss, had one reentry, hit stop loss again, and it's been bullish since that time. All right. So going back to NQ and MNQ, we know a couple of things, right? We know they move the same. We definitely know that, right? They both move in the same direction, but price points will always be different. So if you want to jump on a 5-minute time frame with me, go to remember, I am in Los Angeles, so I'm on Pacific Standard Time. But if you go to my 640 candle, your 940 candle, if you're on Eastern Time, and let's look at the price points. Let's just look at the high and the low. This is on micros, right? Micro chart, 6:40 a.m. candle or 9:40 a.m. candle. The high is 29,769. The low is 29,65925, right? All right, so let's switch to NQ. Okay, and we're gonna go to the same candle, same time frame, 5-minute, same 640 candle, and as you can see, the high 29,769.50, and the low is 29,659. So we can definitely say that they're off by. The low is off by a tick. The tick is different. Now the open might be a little different, and the close could be a little bit different, but they're never ever going to be the same. Out of those four numbers, out of the open, high, low, close, we will definitely have one or two of those numbers will be the same. They'll match, but a couple of them will be off, because remember, even though that micros are 1/10 of a mini. Remember this, and just keep this in your mind, just the way that I said it. And you can say it to yourself this way. Micro NQ and mini NQ are two entirely different instruments. They are not the same. Don't think that because, well, MNQ is micro of NQ, that they're not the same. They're not the same. I know they have a difference in tick value and a difference in point price, but also there's also a difference in candles, and candle close, candle opens, highs and lows. Remember that. And also sometimes you'll see different candle variations as well, like just depending on what's going on. I've been watching this ticker for the past 2 years. Y'all know that. So yeah, I can tell you that there's a lot of times where the candles are even totally different. Not all, but I'm saying there'll be particular candles here and there that'll be totally different. That's just something that you'll notice trading these tickers. Something that you'll notice as you're trading these tickers. So just keep that in mind. Remember, they are two entirely different instruments. All right. Right. Thank you, Bottom Discipline Royal. Now, the easiest way to find out what your tick value is, in case you forget, you can just open up. Let me move my little TV out of the way. All right. You can open up your order menu. I just clicked it right here. Right. And you can see your tick value will always be right here. This is your order. This is your order panel. All right. Your tick value will always be right here. So if you see, I'm on a micro chart, right? MNQ. I have 5 contracts. I have units, contracts, same thing in my order. On my order line, I have five contracts set, and you can see the tick value is $2.50, which will do what? That coincides with what we just talked about earlier, that micros have a 50-cent tick value. So if you want to find that out, there it is. You can always, you go 1, you see this changes to 50 cents. You go 2, $1. You go 10, $10, $5. So there it is. So remember, 10 micro contracts are equivalent to 1 mini, right? And you can tell right here by the tick value, because the tick value is now $5. And also remember, micros are 1/10 of a mini. So it's a lot of ways that you can figure out and do your addition and understand your risk, understanding how much you're going in on, how much your leverage is, all of those type things. Now, let's switch to NQ. It's the same thing. So 1 unit, $5, goes back to what we just talked about. 2 units, $10, and so on and so forth. 3 units, $15 tick value, right? So real simple, real easy, nothing too crazy. Like I said, we're just focusing on process, and there it is. Now, let's see something here. Did we get wow, look at this. Look at that. That's bizarre, right? That thing went, what is it going to? Is that an order block right here? Hold on, let me check, y'all. I think that hit an order block. It did not. I thought there was order block right here. Let me see, where is the order block? So there's one up there. Any down low? Yeah, order block here. Okay. Did not hit an order block. I just thought it did because that was a pretty strong rejection. So let me just kind of cross-reference here. Let me go to the 5-minute. Let's see here. Let me see if there's an order block possibly on the 5. Let's do this. Nope, no order block there either. So just a real strong reaction. I was just really wondering what was going on there. But if you kind of do your little crosshair deal, let me still do it like this. All right, so anything over there? What's there? Nothing. Okay, small little consolidation area right through here, but all right. Was there a fair value gap here? No fair value gaps there. Okay, just a place that it just had a reaction. All right. I was just trying to see, trying to make some sense of exactly what that was, but we definitely do know that New York session has definitely swept London highs, and we'll see what it wants to do. But yeah, so going back to question of the day, we pretty much got that in real simple. We know what tick values are. We understand that the differences between MNQ and NQ. Like I said, it's really, I'm keeping it process driven today. So I know a lot of people know some of this stuff, but I just want to make sure that we run through this because we've been running through a lot of psychology for the past like 70 something episodes, which is great. But I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. And I think now we need to start, getting, focusing on some process stuff, right? I think that'll be good. So with that stated, of course, Joe, go ahead, shoot, Joe Trades, shoot your question. We have a wonderful community here, and there'll definitely someone in here that can answer your question if I don't. So a lot of times questions will be answered in the comment section. It might not necessarily be me, but Joe Trades, go ahead, yeah, shoot your question, my guy. All good, no problem. All right, so, and let me say this. The other difference about NQ and MNQ, we don't have any news today, Lynn. We went over news. Yeah, we don't have any news today. Unless you're speaking about something else. If you are, let me know. So the other thing about NQ and MNQ, so minis, right? So don't get confused about this. NQ is considered mini. MNQ is considered micro. So don't let mini and micro fool you because it can be confusing, right? Especially when we're new at this. So mini NQ, you hear the word mini, you think small. And I know some people get this confused. So just remember, mini NQ is the larger one. Micro NQ is the smaller version, right? Just look at it that way. And then we already understand tick value, point value, all of that stuff. Now, the other difference between NQ and MNQ, meaning minis and micros, the other difference is micros are great for beginners. Not just great for beginners, not just great for newbie traders, but they're also great if you want to scale in and scale out of positions. That's another thing that it's good for. So I tell everyone, I recommend micros. No one should be trading minis. You're not even there yet. I'm not even there yet. Period. Especially on our intraday trading. You should be trading micros. Why? Because you can control your risk. You can't control your risk on one mini. Excuse me. There we go. Can't control your, I don't know, maybe I'm too close to this. I don't know. We'll see. You can't control your risk trading minis because you cannot scale in and scale out of positions unless you are trading two minis, and that is account suicide. Literally, if you're trading anything more than one mini, it's account suicide. One mini, you shouldn't be even trading anyway because your account possibly can't even handle that risk and that leverage, right? So with that stated, micros are the better option. You can enter in a trade on 3 micros and only have $1.50 tick value. If there's a 100-point stop loss, it's $150. Think about that. That's very, very doable. That's exercising good risk management. That's exercising good leverage, and you are actually living to trade another day, and you're not stressing out your account, and that's the main thing. So, 4 minutes. Okay, so financial juice. Let me see here. Let's get here. You said it 4 minutes ago, Lynn. All right, let me check it. Well, let me go here first. All right, let me screen share so we can bring everybody in on that. All right, so let me just refresh my page because something could have changed. All right, so there's no red folder news on Forex Factory. I'm gonna go to financial juice. All right, what we got? This is at 6:51. What time is it? And 7 a.m. Talks on agreement to prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon are achieving positive results. All right, and then U.S. existing home sales actual forecast of 4.17 million. Forecast was 4.07. million. Previous was 4.02 million. All right, so that's financial juice. Maybe, I'm assuming that's possibly where this volume came in. The funny thing is, it was not here on Forex Factory. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But it definitely was on financial juice. Okay, so that's definitely where that came in at. That's where that volume came in. Now that makes sense. That's why we just got extremely bearish at 7 a.m. Let's check the candle. Was that 7 a.m. candle? 650, 655, 7. So happened a little bit before. Maybe the news was a little later than, I don't know, but usually the news will come out first, and then the volume will hit right when news is announced. But it seemed like we got a little volume prior to that. Don't know if it was from this, but if that's the news you're talking about, Lynn, then yes. Other than that, not really too much. But yeah. All right, so we'll move on. So, with that stated, what we got? I see it on Forex Factory under headlines as red folder. Got you. So it must be in news. Right here. Yeah. Yep. So it made news, but it did not make the calendar. Got it. And that was 9 minutes ago. So 9 minutes ago from now would be what's this? 9 minutes ago from that would be what? A little after 50. Okay, so then that makes sense. And look how much different the times are. This is Forex Factory is reporting this 9 minutes ago, which will be roughly 6:54. Financial Juice came out at 7. Well, this is actually 6:51. So I'm assuming that this talks on agreement to prevent Iran. This is what actually brought the volume in. This will make more sense based on our time frame, because this was 6:51 on Financial Juice. On Forex Factory, this was 6:54, and that volume came in right at 6:50. Let me get to the 1 minute so we can actually see where it started. It started at around 6:50. All right, so that's about fair. So we can definitely say that that news definitely brought in this bearish volume. We can definitely say that. All right, cool. So we figured that out, right? We got that. All right, cool. So let's jump back. Now, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you. Moodinator, I appreciate you. I gotta bounce. These children are trying to go to Sky Zone. Man, I'm coming over there. Y'all go somewhere them kids go somewhere every day. That is beautiful. I'm coming over there. I'm gonna want to go to Sky Zone. That's what's up. That's what's up, my nail girl. Enjoy your time with the babies. And we definitely see you. We'll definitely see you definitely first thing tomorrow. All right. Have a great day and enjoy y'all time there. All right. Now, let's get back to what our talking point was. All right. So, as I stated, I recommend anyone new to trading, trade micros. Don't get in your head about, well, micros moves too slow. It needs to move slow. That's the whole point. If you're worrying about how it moves, that means you are profit driven and you're already off the path. You're already destined for failure, unfortunately. You want to be process driven. That's why we're going over these things. I know they're like super low level, easy things, but I know a lot of us know this, a lot of us don't know this. So I thought it was a good time to start focusing on some process stuff, right? So let's just keep that in mind. That is very important that we are making sure that we are leveraging properly. The way to leverage properly is trading micros, not minis. Leave minis alone. Absolutely, T. Pruitt. Micro gang. That's what's up. And I don't know why my little deal has gotten so small, but I'm going to fix that. As my brother T. Pruitt said, micro gang every day, all day. Yeah, my ankle is there for Sky Zone, but my feet. Trust me, Morbid Drifter, I'm getting back, bro. I'm exercising. I'm exercising twice a day. That's why I'm tired. That's why I'm tired. I'm putting it in twice a day. Twice a day. 2 days of two. I'm doing two exercises, like having two exercise sessions, and I'm walking 3.5 miles. I will be back. But that's what's up, T. Pruitt, Micro Gang all day. All right. Now, so just remember, being new to trading, even all of it, I'm 2 years in. I'm still trading micros. Because I know that is the easiest way to, how would I say, keep my risk intact, keep my leverage intact, and also the main thing, protect my capital. All right. So we're going to move on from that. And let's just go ahead and jump in the tip of the day. Tip of the day today is stuff popping all over the place, huh? Oh, I forgot this one. I got to redo that one too. That's right, because I didn't do it. All right, so let me get it together, which actually goes right with what we stated. So I'm just going to say it to y'all, but I'm going to put it up right now. So scale out of winning trades. Don't hold all contracts to one target. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that, right? Scaling out of winning trades. Don't hold all contracts to one target. Now, what will allow you to do that? Micros allows you to do this. That's why this is the tip of the day. And I'm just queuing it up because I did not queue it up last night. I was actually watching a game. And of course I had to get to bed early. So excuse me for not being on point as I always am, but we're all good. It's going to take me 2 seconds and we'll get it in here. So just remember, scale out of winning trades. Don't hold all contracts to one target. Now, let's get in there. All right, cool. So, and boom. All right, there we are. Scale out of winning trades. Tip of the day, scale out of winning trades. Don't hold all contracts to one target. Kind of, we talked about this, right? We were talking about trading micros. That's why it's so important to understand why you need to be trading micros and how they can work for you. All right. So what I would suggest, right? You go in on a trade. Let's say you go in on a trade on 3 micros, right? $1.50 tick value. Risk is way low. That's amazing. Now, let's say you get to it, you pick a target, right? You choose a target where you're going to scale out of that position, right? You're in on 3 micros. You choose a target. You're going to scale 2 of those contracts out and leave 1 runner in. What does that do? What does that do for you? Well, actually, what it does is it locks in those 2 contracts. So you made money on those, you banked those, and you left 1 contract running, right? So what does that do? You took more than 50% of your position off or out of the trade. So what that does is that, for one, it helps remove the pressure of giving it all back, right? Because the trade now goes against you. You already banked. And if you're in on 3 micros, you bank like 66% of your position, right? Smart. Now you're in on that micro runner, and that's basically a free trade. So you can let that 1 runner hold that to the full target, because that would be, how would I say, a more smarter way of handling your risk, right? It's always good to take partial profits. You possibly can take partial profits at maybe like TP1, just depending on, I don't know, of course, what you would be trading. So I'm just trying to give some scenarios based on, how everyone would be trading, right? All right. So, and then of course, move your stop loss just below entry or just above entry if you're in a buy, just below entry if you're in a sell, and make sure you leave a little bit of space there. So this way, that last contract that you have running, if the price comes against you and stops you out, at least you still make a little bit of money to take care of the fees. So, and then the good thing is, like I said, it's low stress, low pressure. That one runner is just running. You've already banked more than half of your position. So that is a smart way to trade. You know, even taking like 50% off at target one dramatically will dramatically improve your consistency over a month. So just think about that. If you're constantly taking, you're taking a base, like you're using a base hit to trim your position, scale out, leaving some runners in there, it's always a good way to do it. You know what I mean? So just remember, you don't have to hold all your contracts to one target. Just keep that in mind. That's why micros are so great, because they allow you to scale in and scale out of positions. That's what's important. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you are protecting your capital and you will increase your consistency score over time. Period. There are going to be times where that runner is going to get taken out. There's going to be times where that runner is going to run. I'm talking about that runner might run all day till market closes, literally. I mean, that has happened and it can happen. It's not something that's far-fetched. It's not like it's not some unicorn type situation. Like, that is pretty much how that will work. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. Only one thing about the West Coast I can say is I missed the weather. It's too expensive. Got you. All right. How do you close out those two? Can you show us this evening? Absolutely. Can you sometimes show a good way to split up the contracts? Absolutely. Hey, I can't remember, but I know you've gone over fib levels. Do I change settings? Just using the target levels. No, on the fib you would use the target levels. Okay. You don't change the settings. On the fib, it should be. You know what? I don't trade the fib. I know Serena's not here at the moment. Wow, now price is dumping. It's funny how price is doing now exactly what we want, what we took the trade when we took the trade. Now price is doing exactly that now. So crazy, 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 crazy. All right, let me jump to the 5 minute. So this was our trade, right? Our trade was here. Entry was here. 651 took us out and came down and well, that's trading. Welcome to trading. Too funny. Welcome to trading. Now it's going to go and go get all that liquidity. Gotcha. Well, one and done. So it doesn't matter for me. I'm going to close out of this account. Not taking any trades there. 15-minute banger. Definitely don't want to be in a 15-minute banger because you would be in some serious drawdown right now. So I'm glad that I do not take the 15-minute banger when I do not get a 5-minute drawdown candle close. I usually just leave it, and this is the reason why. So, Timeless Tail, new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. You're in the right place. We also have a members only stream that we rock every overnight session from Sunday through Thursday. You just have to become a member to do that, but definitely welcome. Appreciate you. All right. So how do you target levels? It's just previous day swings you target. No, Kiara, I target these pink lines. Those are usually my, well, let me say this. It depends on the strategy that I'm trading. If I'm trading the daily strat, these pink lines are my targets. If I'm trading other strategies, I will use swing highs and swing lows. It just depends on, the strategy that I'm trading. Like when I took Lazy's trade, right? So let me show y'all what I was going to do on Lazy's trade so I can kind of give you an idea. The entry was here at 651. I went in on six contracts. So entry was here. This was a TP that I made this a TP. This previous swing low right here, right? Where you see my crosshair, right here. And what I was going to do is I was going to trim 5 of those contracts right here, and I was going to let one runner just run. So a lot of times targets I use would be previous swing lows or previous swing highs. Of course, previous swing highs if I'm in a buy, previous swing lows if I'm in a sell. Why? Because price always loves to come back and tap into those areas. That's just what it loves to do. I've been watching NQ for over 2 years now, and I can tell you that is the characteristic of this pair. So that's where my targets are. And yes, you're welcome, call it, no problem. So, so a good way to split up contracts, let me see here, would be very easy. For some reason, I can't log into my demo account. I got to go fix it. Something's going on with it. I don't know. Ain't nothing I did. I've been logging in this stuff for the same way for the past 2 years. But, there's always some glitchy stuff going on. So we'll do it this evening. Chris, just remind me. And I'll definitely show you this evening. And by that time, I'll have my demo account figured out. It's a login issue. So I'll get that figured out. And then I'll go on demo and I'll show you how to take some entries and then split up your contracts just based on different levels. All right, we can go over that tonight in the members only stream. But yeah, so just remember, scale out of winning trades. Don't hold all contracts to one target. So I don't know why, and that's another thing too. Like, this music should not even be playing on this scene, but it is what it is. I got some stuff I got to figure out. The funny thing is I keep everything the same. I log in and I'm not going to say every day, but there's days I log in and things are just changed. So I got to figure it out. All right. So let's see here. But I know this is going to be long-term in my life. That's what's up, man. 3 to 4 months and I'm still asking questions, but I know. Yeah. You'll be asking questions. Honestly, Kiara, you're right where you need to be. You're right where you need to be. It's crazy how now we got all this bullish price action when we took the trade and went against us, right? Unreal. All right. So, Kiara, it's going to take Kiara and everyone on the call, it's going to take at least a good 5 months to get everything and have everything in front of you. 5 to 6 months, literally. It took me about a good 5 months really to understand everything that was in front of me. What I mean by everything that was in front of me, I mean understanding my charts, understanding how to find my daily levels, understanding, fair value gaps, understanding break a structure, understanding change of character, understanding leverage, understanding risk, understanding why micros are better than minis, understanding how to get in an entry and take multiple TPs and leave runners, understanding how to calculate my risk, like all of these type of things, and it's much more. It's going to take a lot of time, period. So don't think that it's something that you're supposed to be learning right away. It's not. It's going to take, like I said, at least 5 months to get everything in front of you, right? I didn't say take a trade. I said get everything in front of you, just looking at everything, understanding if your data's delayed, how you take care of that, understanding how to connect your Tradeovate to TradingView, understanding how the prop firm works. Like, all of this stuff is going to take about a good 5 months before that even happens. 5 to 6 months. And it was 5 months for me, but keep this in mind. I didn't have a job. I don't have no young kids. I ain't got nobody here. It's just me. So I was able to just be on the charts all day, every day. I didn't know no one was pulling me away from the charts. I could literally be on the charts for 24 hours if I wanted to. If I could stay awake for 24 hours. Like, I had nothing pulling me away. So that was, for me, that is what helped my learning curve close a lot sooner. Now, and of course, I don't have no job. I'm a full-time trader. I'm my own business. So with that stated, if you have a job, you have children, you have a family, stuff like that, those things also take time too, right? So being that I didn't have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, I was able to transcend all of that time into trading. So anyone that has other things going on in their personal life is going to take you a little bit longer. It's only 24 hours in a day. Think about that. Another thing too, I don't have to drop anyone off. I don't have to pick anyone up. Like, all of those things matter. Not saying that anything's wrong with it. All I'm saying is that those are things that are taking up your time from being on the charts, and you have to factor that in. So it may take you a little bit longer. So, right, Exactly. And that's why I said that, Kara, because I know got your babies and stuff like that. All of those things matter. You have to allot your time everywhere it needs. And I know, your babies need you, your family, your family needs you. You know what I mean? If you have a husband, if you're in school, if you have a job, like all of those things are taking up time. So just keep that in mind. It's going to take time. If you have those things going on, it's going to take time. Someone like myself, as I stated, I didn't have those things. So I was able to be on the charts and close my learning curve a lot sooner. Just keep that in mind. So with that stated, we ran through question of the day. We ran through tip of the day. Question of the day and tip of the day pretty much married each other, right? If y'all have been paying attention to how I do these questions of the day and tips of the day, they usually marry each other. So question of the day was what? We talked about the difference between NQ and MNQ, right? But then we also, on tip of the day, we talked about scaling out of winning trades and not holding your contracts all the way to one target, right? I sold my family, so I focus on trading. Moving nerdy, you wild. Trying to get a grip on a trading panel, basically entering trades on the panel. Can you help? Be specific. Actually, what do you mean? Trading panel. I can go over there. Okay, let me first say this, Max. What chart are you trading on? Like what platform? Because I only trade on TradingView. Moodinator's wow. Hey, that silliness is carrying over to the day. That's funny. Max, what platform do you trade on, my guy? I only trade on TradingView. I don't trade on any other platform. Literally. I don't trade on TradeOvate. TradeOvate is just my broker. I place all my trades on TradingView. So if you can let me know what platform you're on, I possibly could help you. If it's on TradingView, I definitely got you. Oh, you trade on Volumetrica? Yeah, don't mess with Volumetrica, bro. I'm a TradingView junkie. Trust me. When the TF accounts first came out, I did not get them. Not because I didn't want them, but because they didn't have the TradingView. The TradingView dashboard was still being worked on. So yeah. Now Volumetrica, this is what I would say. If you go into the Edge Funder Discord and you go into educational, if you go to educational, scroll all the way up, you will see. Actually, I'll give it to you right now. Let me give it to you. Let me copy this. Or it won't let me. Oh, you know what? I can copy that. Let me do this. I'm sending you this message link just to show you how to use Volumetrica. Let me paste it. There you are, Max. That is a link that'll take you to the Edge Funder Discord, and it's a Volumetrica platform tutorial. Just watch that. Yep. I mean, he said for sure it's a mess. I mean, I don't know. That's not why I don't mess with it. I am a creature of habit. I believe because there's so many things going on in trading, I am not about to be trading on different charts. I'm not going to do that to myself. That's just me. I'm going to trade on the same chart. I'm going to demo trade on the same chart. I'm going to live trade on the same chart. I'm going to trade my prop firms on the same chart. I'm going to trade my live account on the same chart. That's just how I believe. For me, I feel that's going to make my trading life just that much more easier and much more seamless. And I am not trying to learn no other platforms. And that's that, seriously. And I would encourage everyone to do that. Now, I know sometimes speaking with TF, they have Volumetrica. Some of us had to switch, but excuse me, as I stated, I am a TradingView junkie, and if it ain't on TradingView, I ain't messing with it. That's just me. That doesn't mean that the whatever it is that, like whatever or who it is, whatever prop firm or whatever, it doesn't mean that they're not good. It's just, for me, I like to keep everything very seamless. So that's how I like to do it. Yeah, a lot of people like Volumetrica now on TF. They said it really works well. I know Serena does. She likes it as well. I know one thing. This one I can say, the copy trader on Volumetrica is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That copy trader is pretty dope. I give the credit where credit is due. The copy trader is pretty dope. I just don't trade on Volumetrica. So there it is. So it is what it is. How do you copy your accounts? Ricky, using a copy trader. You have to get a copy trader. Replicanto, TradeSyncer, Trade Copier. There's a few of them out there. I was using Apex for over 2 years. Me and Apex, we just broke up. Actually, we ain't even break up. I told Apex to pack your stuff, pack your stuff and get out of here. I put Apex out. I kicked Apex out on the street with all its kids. Get out of here. Yeah, I was starting to have too many issues, and I just got to the point where I got frustrated with it, and I was like, I'm cool. And I really don't get too frustrated, but what I don't like is I don't like electronics that don't work. Having an IT background, yeah, copy trader don't miss on Volumetrica. That's what's up. Yeah, copy trader does not miss at all. So, and I give credit. Like I said, I give credit where credit is due. I just don't trade. Yeah, I'm done with Apex. Apex copier, Apex NT8 copier. I'm not done with Apex trading. I still have 20 PA accounts. I still have 20 accounts with them. So 20 funded accounts. Gotcha. You know what, T Pruitt? That's probably that's probably cool. You know what? If I did do anything, trying to throw the copy trader link in here. The one I had was Apex. You can try that one, but other than that, it's just TradeSyncer. See, let me see here. He said scram. right. Like get out. Yep. I pulled the Martin on. I pulled the Martin on Apex. Step. All your accounts. Step. But yeah, let's see here. See, actually, I'll screen share. We can do this together. So it's just TradeSyncer. Let's go to TradeSyncer. There's TradeSyncer. Yep, right here. Except all cookies. Can use TradeSyncer. That's one. TradeSyncer.com, real simple. Then there's Trade. I promise I could type. There's Trade Copier. Where is it? Right? Oh, Trade Copia. This is another one that was sent to me. You have Trade Copia. This one I heard is pretty good. It's pretty good. And it replicates trades across TradeEvade, NinjaTrader, Rhythmic, and TopStep X. TopStep X, who cares? Y'all already know how I feel about TopStep. TopStep is, in my heart of hearts, is trash. Stay away from TopX, everyone. TradeEvade, cool. NinjaTrader, cool. You think about it. If you're gonna have a live account, it's gonna be TradeEvade or NinjaTrader, and if you're gonna have prop firm accounts, it's gonna be through TradeEvade or NinjaTrader, outside of TEF, because TEF, of course, has its own dashboard. But anything else like Apex, My Funded Futures, Lucid, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, that's all going to be TradeEvade, NinjaTrader. So this TradeCopia is good. Haven't tried them yet. And then another one would be Replicanto. Right there. Replicanto. Where is it at? Right here. Yep. So, Trade Copier. The only thing that I don't like is that some of these are subscription based, but Replicanto is another trade copier. So you can try Replicanto. So you got Replicanto, you got TradeCopia, and you also have TradeSyncer. The one I was using was this one. I'm gonna show y'all. Apex NT8. Yep, Apex NT8 copier. It was, where is it? Right here. Oh, that's the form. I don't want the sign up form. The good thing the real dope thing about, here it is right here. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where are you? Where are you? No, that's not it either. There we go. It's apexinvesting.com. So just to let y'all know, it's Apex Trading and Apex Investing, same company, two different entities. So it's totally separate from the Apex accounts. So just keep that in mind. Totally separate from the Apex accounts. Now, this is what I was using, and it worked well until it just started just being wacky. Just started doing all kind of stupid stuff. But this is it. It shows you step by step how to sign up for it. You have what I did like about this is one payment. It was $150 for 2 licenses, so you can put it on 2 different computers. One-time payment, no monthly subscription, and you can put any account possible in there. Every account. I had every account in there. Literally, I had my live account, my 20 Apex accounts, my 8 My Funded Futures, 5 Take Profit Traders, 5 Tradeifys, 5 Lucids. Anything I miss? I don't think so. But it's like 40-some accounts. You don't have to trade them all at one time. You can choose what you want to trade. It lets you set parameters. Like, let's say you want to trade your Tradeify. I want to trade my Tradeify and my Lucid together. I could trade those together, or separate. Like, I could set it up to just trade those together, and then you can choose if you want to trade NQ. Whatever ticker whatever ticker you want, you can choose. You have a leader account, and then all the other accounts, you select them, and you have a follower account. Then you also could set up another bracket where I could trade my funded future and my take profit trader on micros if I wanted to. So that's how I used it, and I loved it, and it was great. Yeah, I don't do anything on Tradeivate. I would tell anyone, I don't recommend using Tradeivate for anything but a broker. I wouldn't trade on the platform. I wouldn't use any of their stuff. TradingView is going to be the best charting platform that you can use. And I'm not saying what I like. I'm talking about based on experience and based on functionality. TradingView has way more functionality as far as any chart in the world. There's no other trading chart that's better than TradingView. Period. If you think so, shoot it to me. Let me know. Shoot me some. Ain't none. Wealth charts. Well, I ain't gonna say wealth charts, but Sierra charts, Volumetrica, whatever. But TradingView just has way more tools. You can't beat all these tools. It's just all kinds of tools. It's just this thing. To me, TradingView this is the other thing too. It's not just what I like. I like it because I feel that as a trader, it gives us a better advantage because it has tons of tools. And the best thing is a function where you can log into your broker on TradingView and trade your accounts with any other broker on TradingView. That's the other beauty. That's the other thing that I like about it. And like I said, it's very, very user-friendly and it's very, very easy. All right, let me get into the comments and see what's up. Trent had a cap on when he was dealing with Apex Copier and then FAO and got dismissed. Could you put others accounts? So you can put every account in there, Kiara. You can't give one away because it has to be through your. It's going to be through your credentials. So I wouldn't recommend giving one away. I would recommend just keeping it and putting it on 2 different computers. That's what I would recommend. Don't get me wrong. I tried the Tradeivate, like grouping them together. I tried it on some demo accounts. I just didn't like it. This wasn't seamless. Like this after, and all of this has been trial and error with me. It's not like I just jumped to Tradeovate and was like, oh, it's great. No, I had tried some other things. I tried Sierra charts. If y'all ever heard of it, I tried Sierra charts. I tried trading on Tradeovate, but nothing beats TradingView. If I'm using something and there's other things coming out, right? If I'm using a chart, there's other charts coming out, other trading charts coming out. If they're not better than what I have, there's no reason for me to leave, right? Plus, TradingView, you can't beat TradingView just from a trading chart perspective. All right. Well, this was an empty trip. 8 drivers in here waiting, and the DOT position called off. Wow. Wow. Sorry to hear that, V Brewer. Sorry to hear that, my brother. I know it's just I'm sure it just comes with territory, but I know that got to be somewhat, whatever it is. I mean, whatever it is, what it is. Trent is taking the 5 every day. A good idea. It's a great idea. It's the only way. V Brewer, I didn't even see your comment. It's a great idea. It's the only way that you will be able to eat off the 5. If you're not taking a 5 every day, you will not be eating. You're going to ruin your probability ratio. You have to understand the 5 strategy, and you have to understand. When I say understand it, I'm not talking about understanding entries, stop losses, take profit. I'm talking about understand what the 5 strategy is all about. Once you understand that, then you'll realize that you have to take it every day. Oh, yes, that's different, Kiara. Yes. If you want to get dad started, that'd be a great idea. Absolutely, yes. On that note, yes. Yes. When you say give it away, it was just like a general, just give it away. I'm just thinking anyone. But no, Kiara, that would be a great idea. On TradeView, it makes me log out of Tradeovate and log back in anytime I try to change instruments. Huh? So you mean like when you're changing instruments? Let me move my TV out the way. Moodinator, I'm addressing your statement. You mean like when you're changing instruments here? Like this? Like changing instruments like that? It makes you log out and log back in? Yeah, it shouldn't do that. That's odd. Yeah, that's odd. It shouldn't do that. You should be able to move around and change symbols up here if you want to change your symbols and stay logged in and all of that stuff. Interesting. If I was you, if it's truly doing that, that's not the way that it was designed. I would definitely when you get some time, hit up Tradeovate and see what's going on. All right, Kiara, let me check. Nice. I see you. That's what's up. What are you in on? Are you in on 10 minis? Oh, you got to be paper trading. Please tell me you're paper trading. Dope, Kiara. Dope. I see you. Trent always says you have to take it every day. Absolutely. You have to take it every day. Yep, if you're going to trade it. Ben Spencer's Day. See y'all for the 5. But that's what's up, Britt. See you later. Is Trade Locker good? Trade Locker for what? The nation. Trade Locker. I know what I've heard of. What is Trade Locker? Trade Locker. Is that a Trade Locker? Trade Locker. Trade Locker. Oh, it's a trading platform. Trade Locker. Trading platform, Trade Locker Hub, Trade Locker Studio. Honestly, I don't know. But me personally, I ain't messing with it. I'm gonna stay with my TradingView. Stay with my beloved TradingView. I always like the best of everything, and I know TradingView is the best, so I'm definitely gonna stay there. Maybe because I haven't. Oh, yes, Moodinator. That is what. Are you on the Essential? You got to at least be on the Essential. I have the. What I have? I have the. What do I have? I have premium. What do I have? Account settings. No, my subscriptions. Yeah, I'm on a premium plan. I've been on a premium plan since the inception of since I started trading. The good thing is that I never pay $5.99.40. I always pay 70 or 80% of this less, because what I do is when I first got, let me give y'all a little cheat code on TradingView. If you want to get the premium plan and not have to pay no $600 a year. So what you do is, you wait and you get it. They're always going to have a deal, especially like Black Friday. Black Friday is when they always have the crazy deal. It's always like 80% off this $5.99.40. So what I did was, the first year I got it, they gave me a deal because I was on a trial, and they gave me, I think, like 60% off, and I got it, right? That was 2024. And then Black Friday of 2024, they had a deal for 80% off. So I I purchased it again. Now, even though I already had it for a year, when I purchased it on Black Friday in 2024, it just actually extended what I already had for another year. So now I have like what I purchased, that annual subscription. Then I had what I purchased on Black Friday in 2024 added to what I had. And then last year, 2025, on Black Friday, I purchased again. If y'all can see, what does it say right here? My next payment is on June 10th, 2027. And it'll be June 10th tomorrow, actually, 2026. So I haven't purchased it. 2025 Black Friday was the last time that I purchased it, and it just keeps extending it. It'll keep extending. It doesn't override what you had. It actually just, like, wherever you are for that first year, it just adds on another year to wherever you are. So it takes you out further. So Black Friday of this year, I'll be purchasing on that 80% again. When the 80% off sale comes again, I'll be purchasing that again, and it'll extend me somewhere way into 2028. Yeah, send me somewhere way into 2028, and but I'll be purchasing it in 2026. So that's the little cheat code on that. That's how you can save that money. Some people will be like, well, I don't need the premium plan. Okay, that's cool. That's up to you. Me personally, I like the premium plan because I do not want to be limited on functionality. So that's why I went with the premium plan. It's the only plan that I've ever had from the beginning. It's just how I am as a person. I'm very detailed. I like to have everything. I like all the bells and whistles. Some of them I use, some of them I may not use. But if it ever comes to the point to where I may need to use them, there's a function I need, I have it. I don't have to worry about upgrading it because I only have a lower tiered plan. So that is how you get it for the low. If you want the premium plan, I just gave y'all some game. All right. So, wow, this thing is dumping. This is exactly what I thought it was going to do. That's why I took Lazy's trade. Just let y'all know, that's why I took Lazy's trade, because exactly what I saw, because I know there's a lot of liquidity down here, and that's what it's coming to snatch up, all that liquidity. But NQ wanted to be a punk today and wanted to take us out and then come back down. It is what it is. Yeah, I see you. I see you, Kiara. I just looked at it again. I see you. That was a good call. Key paper trading, and I hope you're journaling. I hope you're journaling. Micros one. I got you. Yeah. I got you, Kiara. That's what's up. The essential, yeah. Deep charts isn't bad. They are just behind on all the tools, indicators, and other than that, they're okay. Think about what you just said, Morbid Drifter. You said deep charts isn't bad. They're just behind on all the tools and indicators, but other than that, they are okay. The tools and the indicators are the most important thing that you would need, right? So I would definitely have to say what? They are not good. Respectfully, they're not good. If they're behind on tools and indicators, they're horrible. That's the main thing that you would need. So I definitely would not say Jeep charts are okay. I would definitely have to say that they're horrible. If they're behind on tools and indicators, we got to call a spade a spade. They're horrible. Please check Marvel stock. What is Marvel stock? What's Marvel stock, my guy? That's the main reason why I use NinjaTrader. I'll look for a deal. Yeah. Yeah, I see you, Kiara. I see you. I checked out your joint. I even saw your second your second screenshot. That's what's up. Killing it. Let's see here. Let me see if I got this right. COG. I'm just gonna say COG. COG. When you say check Marvel stock, we're futures traders, bro. So also an Intraday. If I need a tool, I can write it. That's true. That's true. Yeah, we're futures traders, my guy. So if it ain't NQ or anything like that, like I don't trade anything other than that. Respectfully. So I only go over that. I don't trade YM. I don't trade ES. I only trade NQ. So this is strictly, I'm strictly an NQ guy. I don't even look at anything else, respectfully. But yeah, so let's move on. Right, I'll be back testing this drop when I have a chance tonight. But man, what a beautiful drop. Right, I'm telling you, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for this. But you know how it goes in trading. I already knew this was going to happen. I'm going to say I knew it was going to happen, but I was looking for it to happen. There's a lot of liquidity down here. A lot of liquidity down here from Sunday. A lot of liquidity down here. A lot of liquidity down here. And remember, all this is unhealthy price action, right? All this bullish momentum, so much liquidity down here. And of course, NQ is going to come take that. But NQ was not gracious to us today. It stopped us out. Then it went. I mean, I could have re-entered, but that's the whole thing about being one and done and not chasing losses. So, yeah, I see you up. I see you. That's what's up. Yeah, you'll probably hit a whole bunch on this one. It's gonna. I truly believe it's gonna come somewhere down here. It's gonna come down here and grab all this liquidity and probably even hit this right here. That's what my assumption was when I was looking at the charts. All right, let me see here. Let's go ahead and jump back. And we went over tip of the day. We went over question of the day. We kept it real simple. Pretty much was just real process driven on everything today. And we're going to be process driven for the remainder of the week. I'm going to turn this around and rep the edge funder now. There we go. You got to love it. I thought this was pretty cool. This little thing was expensive too. It was like $100-something for a piece of foam, a piece of branded foam. I entered when it exited. Oh, when it exited you, I had a late entry. Got you. That's what's up. All right. So, any more questions? Any questions? Let's go ahead and OG Leia, are you on the call? OG Leia, are you on the call? Are you on the call? Let me know. OG Leia. If not, no biggie. I just saw your DM, so I just want to know if you're on the call. But yeah, y'all. So if y'all don't have any more questions, we're gonna go ahead and just jump off. Market is dumping. For whoever caught it, amazing. I didn't, so it is. Oh, cool. All right, so let me ask you this. You said you're paper trading on TradeAvate. Are you logging into TradeAvate on TradingView? Yeah, Max, go ahead, my guy. You can DM me on Discord. Yeah. Anyone can DM me. Anyone can DM me on Discord. Just DM me on Discord. Cool, OG. So OG, are you OG's here. Are you logging into your TradeAvate account on TradingView? Like going to TradingView, doing this, hitting, making sure the demo selected, hitting connect, and then putting in your credentials, and logging in. Okay, cool. So that means you're you're demo trading in Intraday on TradingView. Okay, perfect. All right, so perfect. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to know. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna make it real easy for you. I got a video for you. Give you a whole breakdown on how to do it. Let me get there right now. Because everything you asked, everything you hit me in the DM, is exactly what I have on this video. It'll give you a nice, great breakdown. Let's see here, share, and boom. And here is that link. I'm dropping a link for you. Boom, there's a link to exactly what you asked for, setting multiple take profits, stop loss, and entries on TradingView. But of course, it's logging in through Intraday because I'm doing it through I did it on my demo account. So it's going to be the same way that you're on your demo account. You're welcome, my sister, anytime. I told you I got you. Yep. And then let me say this, if you have questions after that, just hit me up. But at least that'll give you like a firm hand. And like I always tell everyone, when you're looking at like how-to videos and stuff like that, or tutorials, always have your tutorial up on one screen, have your chart up on another screen, and then just pause. Like once one step is done, pause that, then go on your chart and then try it. And pause it, try it, and you're like, oh, okay, I know how to do that one part. All right, then play the tutorial, pause it, go to your chart, try it again. And if it doesn't, maybe some not working, you're like, okay, just rewind that little part and then play it, pause it, and do it again. That's how you learn. I always say, do step by step. Don't watch the video through its entirety and then try to, try to reduplicate what you learned in the video. Go step by step. When the video does one step, pause it, go to your chart, do that thing, do it a couple times and be like, oh, okay, cool, got that. Next step, and so on and so forth. That is the best way to learn, because now you're actually, it's almost like hands-on, right? Like hands-on, right? And that's what you want. It's like hands-on training. So just keep that in mind. Just go step by step. And once again, if you have any other questions, just let me know. All right. Trent, how much do you suggest to risk on every 5-0 for a good payout? Well, the first thing is sports life, you have to get the right account. You have to get the right account. You have to get the right account. The right account for the 5-0. Actually, you know what I would recommend, Sports Life? We have a members only stream. I recommend you becoming a member, because in that members only stream, we trade the 5-0 every night, Sunday through Thursday. And anyone else that's on stream, if you want to trade the 5-0 with us, we have a members only stream. We trade the 5-0 every night. That's all we trade. That's all we talk about. That's all we do in that members only stream. It's called the Genius Vault. So I recommend getting in the Genius Vault. And then as far as anything 5-0, everything is broken down in there. The right contracts. I mean, your risk, the right prop firm that you would want, the right size contract and why, how to trade it. Like, it's everything 5-0. So I would recommend doing that. And like I said, we trade it every day. Like everyone you see in here with those members, those little icons beside their name, those little badges, they can tell you we're in there trading it every day. So I would recommend doing that, Sports Life, and then we'll, you know what I mean? We can go through it there for real. And check this out. My membership is $8.99 a month. Comes out to 45 cents a day. Literally, $8.99 a month, 45 cents a day. It's not about the money. I made it super affordable. And like I said, we're trading the 5-0 every night. And I can tell you this right now. Everyone that's in the Genius Vault that's trading the 5-0, you can ask them in the comment section. Everyone is passing evals. And right now, it's been 2 weeks that I started the members only live stream. 60% of people have passed their evals. 40% are on their way to passing. So we're all in there taking a 5-0 together, and we're getting it in. So that I would recommend that for you. That would be the most advantageous thing you can do for your 5-0, for the 5-0, if you're serious about taking that strat. Yep. So I would recommend doing that. That's what's up. Appreciate you. Like I said, it's $8.99 a month, my guy. Like $9. Like we waste $9. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's why I made it affordable, because it wasn't about the money. It's just if I felt like if I wanted to, I made it $9, or I just made it like some monetary amount, because I wanted people to be in there that really wanted to invest into themselves. Because I know one thing, people that really want to invest into themselves, they're going to spend their money, period. I could have made it free. I could have made it $20 a month, but it wasn't about the money. You know, even $20 a month is like, come on, that's chump change. You know what I mean? And T. Pruitt, my brother, he'll tell you. Anyone in here can tell you. You can ask anybody in here anything, they're going to tell you. And they're not about to lie for me, or they're going to tell you the facts, the truth, because that's how we rock. That's how we rock in here. You know what I mean? Like, we all in here on facts. Everyone in here is transparent. Ain't no gatekeeping, none of that. But definitely get in the room, man. It'll be good. It'll be good for you. And then the nation, never be hesitant on investing in yourself, ever. Always invest in yourself. Always invest in yourself, my guy. Or I'm assuming if you are a sister, my apologies. But if you are a brother, my guy, if you're a sister, my girl, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming you're a brother. But nevertheless, always invest into yourself. Always invest in yourself. Remember, that's the best investment that you can put out, the investment into ourselves. Just remember that. So, let's go ahead and jump back. And yeah, so with all of that stated, if there's not any more questions, we're going to go ahead and jump off. And that's cool, man. Look, if you literally think about trading all day, every day, you know what I mean? Like, you know, get on it, man. It's a life-changing thing. It takes some work, but you know what I mean? Like, it's good. It's good, man. You know, trading, it's like anything. I heard that. Moodinator said, I got 500% return on the investment. I heard that. I'm telling you. It's just learning and understanding. And this is the thing. What makes one person a better trader than the other person? I can tell you this right now. It's not intelligence. It's not anything. It's not age. It ain't gender. It's not ethnicity. It's who is going to put in the work. Period. Who's going to put in the work? That's what makes one trader better than the other. Literally. Just that one thing. Who is going to put in the work? The one that puts in the work, I guarantee you, they are going to take off. They're going to take off. Period. You got to put in the work. You put in the work, you will get there. Now, it may take you a little bit more time than someone else, but that's okay. Everyone's journey is different. And I'm going to say this, and then we're going to jump off. Let's think about our coaches, right? Our coaches, Juvier, took him almost 3 years to become profitable. You heard me? 2 to 3 years, somewhere in there, to become profitable. My big brother and mentor, Scalp God, similar. You know, it took them a while. Remember, they didn't have this community. Juvier didn't have a Juvier. Juvier didn't have an inner circle. Scalp God didn't have an inner circle. Scalp God didn't have a Scalp God. You know what I mean? Like, they did all this by trial and error. Same thing with Canary. Shout out to my sister Canary. Crypto Beast. She'll tell you too. It took time. Took like 2-3 years. She started in Forex. Everyone has the same journey. They start in one sector of trading and they end up falling wherever they fall. But it took time, a couple years for some of them. That's a long time to hang in there and believe in yourself, right? Most people, after a few months, most people quit. Their attention span ain't even that long. So for someone to hang in for 2 years and not being able to get any profit, So, I mean, that tells you if you put in the work, you can do it. This is not hard. It's just technical. It takes work. And you have to understand that. Once you understand that, the sky's the limit. But the thing about trading is it's all on you. You will be the determining factor of how far you go in trading. Not the charts, not money, you. Because you don't even have to even spend any money. You can go and open a TradeEvade account, drop $100 in there just to get the account open. And you could just demo trade, start a live account, and you could just demo trade. You can demo trade, study, learn strategies, back test, demo trade till you're ready. Like Jerry Jack, Mr. Payout. He demo traded for like 6 to 8 months before he even thought about even going live. And this man just came off an 11 streak payout. He got 11 consecutive payouts in a row. Yeah. That don't happen because he's a brainiac. And I'm not saying that the man is not intelligent. I'm just speaking from a trading perspective. That happened because he put in the work. He put in the work, discipline. You know what I'm saying? You know, persevering through. Remember, everyone has, how would I say? Everyone has, you know, the learning curve that they have to get through. Some of us pick it up quicker than others, but that's okay. It's not even about that. Just show up, put in the work, and you will succeed. It's really that easy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just exactly what Jerry Jack said. Just Google the percentages. As I said, it's that small for a reason. It's not easy, but can be done. Yeah, the percentages are very, very low on traders that become successful and that become profitable. But do you know why it's low? Because it's low because the percentage that makes up the low percentage that makes up all the traders who become profitable in trading, those are the ones who actually put in the work. Like they bust their butt. That large percentage of traders who fail, they get in it for a month, couple of weeks, then they don't hang in, they don't put in no work, but they're expecting all these results. They're just trying to take coaches call outs. They're not trying to become an independent trader themselves. Or, you know, it's just crazy how people will get into stuff, but then they don't put in the work to, you know, accomplish things. I just know that about humans, right? Just human beings, just a characteristic of who we are as being humans, is that you have to put in the work to be successful in anything, period. And trading is just like being an athlete. You can take any one of your your favorite athlete in any sport. And one thing you know about them, they train every day and they're good. They're getting millions of dollars in endorsements. They're like the best player on the team. But guess what? They train every day. They train like they suck. That's why they're good, because they're putting in the work. And it's the same thing in trading. You study, you backtest, you demo trade, you do everything you can, and you don't stop, and you keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going, and guarantee you will get there. But you have to put in the work. And there's no time limit. You can't say, man, I've been doing this for 1 year. And what if Juvier said that? What if at the second year or at a year and a half, and he was like, man, I've been doing this for a year and a half. This ain't working. I quit. Nah, he kept going. Same thing with Canary. Same thing with Scott. Same thing with myself. I'm sitting here at 2 years. You know what I mean? I still have things that I'm learning. It may not be like some of the small stuff, but I mean, I'm still learning, like I'm still trying to master my psychology. You know what I mean? Because like I get frustrated. I mean, I've learned how to separate the two and not allow the frustration to tie into my trading, but I get frustrated when things happen. There's still things that I'm learning. It's a constant journey. Think about it. It's just like being an athlete. They're constantly training. Year 1, year 5, no matter how long they're in their sport, they're constantly training every day. They're in the gym, they're on the court, they're on the field. They are practicing every day. Every day they're just trying to get better and better and better. And that's the same mindset you need in trading. And Yep. And Jerry Jack said, I could send you those payouts too. So anybody that, I don't need him. I believe him. I know he ain't lying. Like, I know he not lying. I know it. I don't have to see him. Straight up, I know he's not lying. Know how I know he's not lying? By the way that by the way that he approached trading, I know he ain't lying. Period. And on top of that, now that I think about it, he sent me something anyway. But even outside of that, like, I know. I've been doing this long enough to know, like, when someone is, FOS, full of it, or if they really truly put in the work. I've been doing it that long to at least know that much. So with that stated, man, we're going to jump off. Yeah, so y'all just keep that in mind. Just wanted to give y'all a little forward, you know what I mean? Just to keep you on point, keep you understanding that you can do this. It's not hard. Not hard at all. You can do it. Period. You can do it. You can make it happen. You just have to do it. You have to put in the work, and don't sabotage yourself. Don't put no time limits on nothing. Ain't no time limit. It's when you get there. You'll know when you get there. When you'll realize you're going to go through a phase. You're going to go through, I can't pass evals. Then you're going to be able to start passing evals. Then you're going to be like, man, I blow my accounts. I can't get to a payout. Then you'll notice, like, oh, I'm getting the payouts. Then you're going to realize, oh, I'm getting to consecutive payouts. Oh, I'm getting payouts all the time. Chris. He said you can sell them the payouts. But yeah, and you'll notice, like, okay, I'm getting consecutive payouts now. And it's gonna continue to keep compounding. But you have to continuously compound the education and compound your skill. Remember, trading is a financial skill, and you got to sharpen it every day. That's why I say trading is like a sword, right? Think about it. If you have a sword, we have the same sword, and I'm sharpening my sword every day. You sharpen your sword 2-3 times a day. It's just not every day. Just whenever you just feel like you want to sharpen it. At the end of, 6 months, who's going to have the sharper sword? Of course, me, because I've been sharpening mine every day. Same thing in trading. Just keep that in mind. It's Chris. Moodinator, right? Right, Chris, wow. Yeah, once you have the skill, man, think about it. Once you get the skill, you got it. Generational wealth, change your life, quit your job, teach it to your children, teach it to your spouse, brother, sister, cousin, whoever. I'm telling you, there it is. You're welcome, Mike. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the other thing too. What Mike said, but you have to train your mind. We can get a 7-year-old in here right now today, and in less than a couple of, I say maybe 5 to 10 minutes, we could show them how to enter a trade, right? They can get in a trade, no problem. 7 years old, easy. Just show them, go here, click there, click there. They can get in a trade. Now, I'm making a point. The point is, anyone can learn how to click and get in a trade, but it's the one who has the psychology is the one that's going to take their trading further, because that's what you need. You need mental. You need psychology. That's what you need. Not 10 bands in your account. Not a whole bunch of you need psychology. Once you have psychology, you're on your way. So I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that showed up today, everyone that engaged today. Like I said, we're gonna be working on more process-driven stuff. We've been doing a lot of psychology, and psychology is great, but I just want to mix it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So we don't get just burnt out on psychology. We're gonna do process stuff based on some different things. We're gonna do give y'all a little breakdown. We're gonna do process stuff on execution, on setups, on risk, on mindset, but it's on routine. It's all going to be process-driven questions and tips for probably like the next month. That's what we're going to do. And even through the process-driven stuff that we do, we're still going to get, psychology out of it. But just keep that in mind. We're going to be working on a lot of process-driven stuff. All right? So with that stated, you have a blessed remainder of your day. Shout out to the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scott. Without my brothers, we wouldn't be here. And other than that, I'll catch y'all tomorrow on stream. And the rest of y'all, I will catch y'all in the Genius Vault tonight. Tonight at overnight session. So go on in your day. If you made some money today, go ahead, close your chart, close out your accounts. Do not give that money back. Golly, the market is just going crazy. Yeah, close out your charts. Your accounts, leave your charts up, watch them. You know what I'm saying? So this way you can understand the characteristics of NQ and how it moves. You ain't got to stay glued to the charts, but I'm saying just leave a chart up. Even if you're walking around your house or whatever, if you got it on your phone, just look periodically. Just look see what it's doing. Every day you should be looking at what NQ did that whole day, whether you took a trade or not. Just keep that in mind. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We're going to get up out of here. And as I stated, I'll see some of y'all tomorrow, and I'll see the rest of y'all tonight in the vault. All right? Signing off. Yeet.